Thanks for tuning in, Jeff Arizona Hot Homestead. Today's video, I'm going to show you this thing here. This video, we're going to talk about this thing here. This is a Tesmen wire stripper, a TWS-322, covers between 10 and 22 gauges, stranded, solid, beautiful. It's got a voltage detector, and yeah, I think every household needs one. And it's inexpensive. There'll be a link down below. Basically, folks, Tesmen sent this to me. In their email, they have said that I've tested other products for them. You guys are wonderful, and they appreciate that those of you who have gone on there and purchased other Tesmen products through my links. They appreciate it, and because of that, they sent me this and said, hey, we know you're going to be upgrading your solar soon. You might want this. And I said, most definitely. So, let's take a look at it. Here you go. Check this out. This is the Tesmen multifunctional wire stripper TWS-322. Some of you like to get this kind of information, so let's go ahead and do that. There's non-contact voltage stuff, which is pretty cool. Self-adjusting, non-slipped, yada yada yada. Great bathroom literature, multiple languages. It's only like, if you're English, it's only like 10 pages worth. The rest of it's all multiple languages. Pretty cool though. There's your languages. Good bathroom literature. This guy here, it'd be nice if it actually had a case to put it in, just for nice, but you don't need a case, but just to be fancy, it'd be nice if it was a case. Now there's a little tab in here, so I pulled this. So when you open this up, there is a couple of small batteries. I think they're LRs44s. We'll look here in a second. See, just a couple of batteries there. So you'd have to replace them from time to time, but these batteries will last a long time. You turn it on by this. I don't like the idea that when you look at this, see how the on button for the non-contact is raised? So when you go to set it down, there's a, see, like it just turned itself on. So that kind of bothers me. But like in this case here, in the box, you can't really see it, but there is an indentation right here. So I guess you can continue to use that, but that part kind of worries me a little bit. I don't like that idea, so I wish they'd come up with a better solution than that. But anyhow, overall I like it. I'll show it to you here in action in a little bit, but let me go through the whole device, because this is a pretty cool device. So, nice handle, non-slick, slip, slick, whatever. It is slick, but it's not slip. Anyhow, never mind. So, these are some of the gauges that you can work with. These are the crimping area. So, when you've need to crimp on your lugs and stuff, it'll tell you what sizes for each one. This blade right here cuts it. I like the idea that that blade comes off, so there's a screw there that you can unscrew and replace that blade. So I like that. That means you can always have a sharp blade to cut your wire. Up on top is that contact deal, so I'll show you that here in a second. But on the top here, see how well we can get in here. See how this here works? So this is open, and when you close it, see how that goes down, and it opens. And I'll show it to you with wire here in a second. Basically, it's going to grab the wire and then strip it for you. This guy here, when you press this, it springs it out. This is how depth you want to do your stripping. So you take the wire, and I'll show it to you here in a second. You stick it in there. So you press this down, push it into wherever you want to go. And then when you lift up, it holds it. This here they say that this is a tension deal, and I'm not too sure exactly how that part works, but so I'll have to play around with that. But overall, this is supposed to make your stripping of your wire literally that easy. See how it just kicked on again? They call it a strip force adjustment nut. That's that guy there that I was just showing you. Here's just some other basic stuff. So then non-contact, it does 70 volts up. See, 2 LR44 batteries. And that's it. That's all there is to it on the bathroom literature. Alright, so I've got some 12 gauge stranded, and then this is 14 gauge, and this is 14 gauge regular AC stuff, solid wire. So we'll pull out one of them. Let's do the white one first. Then on this guy here, when we go to cut the covering off, it's actually going to go by this tooth here. So not necessarily where that is. So when you adjust this guy here by going, you know, this way here, you're going to measure basically from that cut mark there over that 1/2 inch that you want to do your have available. So, and that's roughly about 1/2 inch or so right now. So let's see what we can do here. So I'm going to take this guy, and we're just going to shove him in there, butt it up against the stop there, and then all we do is we just go, and you're done. And then the rest of it, you just pair of pliers with your finger. Whoops, I hit the tripod. And there you go. Now you got your deal. And what's nice is this is ready to go. Now you got your other one. We're going to do the exact same thing. Now on this one, see how it cut there and it didn't cut all the way back? I'm wondering if it did that because this insulation here is softer and this here is hard. It's almost more of a plastic. So you may want to do, when you're doing these, and you can cut anywhere from 10 gauge to 22 gauge. So when you're doing that, you may want to do a test cut and kind of see how it is going to do. So let's actually move this back a little further. Let's go right about there-ish. And then see we can, so let's say I didn't go far enough. Now is that far enough? The reason why this thing is beeping is because this is still on. So it goes by the cut there. So it goes by that cut mark on the softer stuff. And then on the harder stuff, it broke it on back here where the teeth grab it. So this is pretty nice. I'm liking this so far. Yeah. So let's go ahead and I'll definitely be using this when I go to install my solar. because I'm going to upgrade my solar, so I'll be stripping some wires and things. Alright, so here we got some wires. We got this guy here. We got to turn him on. That says he's on, ready to go. So are these live wires? Well, let's just find out. They're live, so I don't want to cut them. I want to turn the power off. See how wonderful it is to have the non-contact on these cutters? Because if you're doing some wiring like this, and I want to strip those so I can put them on there, well, I'm like, whoa, they're still live. And you don't need like a second tool. This one tool does it all. Great choice. Thanks, Tesmen, for sending this out to me. And yeah, I do recommend this. I'm going to be definitely using this. My only fault with this is the way that button sticks out. When you go to set it down, it turns it on. Now it does automatically shut off over time, but still, that to me just seems like there's got to be a better way. I don't know what, but there's got to be a better way. That's the only fault I see in this thing. I like that you can change out the blade. And yeah, this is beautiful. Thanks for watching, folks. See ya. Bye. Have fun.